Are you tired of feeling stuck, living a life that falls short of your dreams? Or perhaps you're yearning for a change, but find yourself standing at the crossroads of uncertainty, unsure of the first step to take. We've all experienced those moments when we feel trapped in a never-ending cycle. But here's the truth. Unless we summon the courage to take that first transformative step and elevate ourselves to new heights, the realization of being perpetually stuck becomes an all too familiar companion. Congratulations! You've already made a significant transformational step, and as luck would have it, you've just discovered the ideal video for your path. There is no chance behind it. Your thoughts and ambitions are in harmony with the resources you require thanks to the universe's hidden workings. By changing your perspective, you have drawn this video into your life, and it is now ready to help you rewire your behaviors, develop steadfast dedication, and start on an amazing journey of change. Embrace this fortuitous encounter, for it holds the power to shape the life you've been longing for. We are energy creatures at our core, delicately linked into the fabric of the universe. Our bodies vibrate with lively frequencies, and every emotion, thought, and movement has its own distinct vibration. We move through life like a symphony of energy, altering and resonating with the frequency of our emotions. Many individuals lead fulfilling lives, achieving their desires and wishes. They possess remarkable clarity regarding their goals and wants, which enables them to make swift and decisive decisions. Their success is not solely attributed to being gifted, reliant on miracles, blessings, or predestined fate. Instead, it arises from their ability to act promptly and resolutely. See, there is this power in the universe where we can decide what we want and how we want. We do not have to figure out how. The how process is not our duty. In fact, if we could decide what we want, the how questions and its solutions start to appear by itself. There is this saying in a book by Napoleon Hill that the universe world has this habit of making room for the man whose words and actions show that he knows where he is going. Since childhood and our lives, we have been taught to become indecisive. The habit of indecision is planted in our brains. In life, we go through different stages of life, and through all those times, we are not taught to decide and have a purpose. Throughout our lives, we've been conditioned to place faith solely in what is visible and logical. This mindset constructs a rigid framework within our minds, stifling creativity and limiting our possibilities. We're taught to believe only in what we can perceive with our senses. If something doesn't exist in our current reality, we're led to believe it never will. But it's essential to pause and reflect on this perspective. What if every person on Earth here starts thinking this way? Let's dive into history. What if every brilliant inventor, scientist, or visionary embraced the same belief? In such a scenario, the world would lack the marvels and miracles that have propelled humanity to its present state. Our progress and achievements as a species have been fueled by those who dared to imagine the unseen, the seemingly impossible. They pushed beyond the boundaries of conventional thinking, defying limitations, and bringing forth innovations that transformed the course of history. That one habit that will change your life is to make decisions. The decision to succeed, the decision to dare to dream. Decide what you want. And here is what happens when we decide. We live the part of life that was hidden from us, the unseen part of ourselves. We have got this power within us to shape the world. And all the inventors and discoveries from history happened because they knew they could do it. They decided to look at the world the other way around. They decided what they want and knew they would come up with the result. They will succeed, and the rest is history. How would you think just a speech can change the life of America and its people? How would you think an apple could make discoveries, or about space and galaxies and stars, the way the universe works? Just look at the way human life evolved from stone to this ball of technology. That does not happen itself. It was the power that many people saw unseen. They believed in the unseen. Many people find themselves unable to live the life they truly desire and deserve. Often, this happens because they struggle to make decisions and frequently use the phrase, "I cannot." But here's the key. When you make a firm decision about what you want in life, you can feel the energy and passion it brings. In my previous videos, I've emphasized the importance of dreaming and manifesting your desires. When you dream and set clear intentions, the universe has a way of turning those aspirations into reality. It's essential not to worry about the how, because it's impossible to figure out every detail from where you currently stand. Instead, when you make a definitive choice about what you want to become or achieve, you start moving toward your goal. We have this power to imagine where we can see ourselves and what we want to become and see, and bring that future self into the present. While doing that, we start to act like the person we wish to become. We create this new identity of ourselves that will lead us toward our goals, towards our desires that have turned into reality. People often wait for the right time to do what they want. If only I had this amount of money, I will buy a house. I will go on my dream trip. Or I will buy my dream car. And only if I had more money. And that is exactly they make mistakes. When we wait for the right time, we do not decide. We are longing for the present self. To reach where we want to be, we have to look at our goal. Match our present frequency with our future goal. When we let the things like money or time, we're going to get the same results. If we do not start to think at a higher frequency, this will never change. And that's what happens. Only a few people live their dream, and many fail. So decide what you want. Live in your future life. If you want to buy your dream house, decide. Get to the future you driving the car. Taking those long car trips that you have always wanted to. And be in the future and create this new identity for your present self. Always think of a new higher frequency. It's the will that gives the ability to focus. And when we focus, we build on that higher frequency. Let me give you an example that I myself have experienced. I wanted a driving license, but I did not have enough time for any process. Here, not having enough time was my resistance. And because of this, I procrastinated for so long, until I finally decide to drive and go on a trip. The will to go on long trips lets me focus on my goal to get a driving license. We all know how tough it is to get a driving license. The nervousness, the fear of failing, and so on. But I decided to get it. I focused on the goal that I got the license, and guess what, I got it. I know it may sound like it's just the driving license. That's no big deal. But the main thing here is to decide. To move out of the procrastination zone to finally get my driving license on my first try was something I could not do a year ago. Maybe because of the fear of failing. But this time, I only focused on the goal. I saw the unseen, and when the frequency of my present self matched the frequency of my future self, I was able to do what I wanted, and I got to the goal. We open ourselves to a world of limitless potential and set the way for amazing achievements by embracing the power of imagination and believing in possibilities beyond what is immediately obvious. And when we focus on that one thing that we want, we are on that higher frequency, and the only thing we should do is to make a decision. Trust the image you have in your mind. Think like a person you want to become.